Yeah, I feel like the quote that's getting the most attention, though, out of this interview is Jim Ryan talking shit about backwards compatibility.
Yeah, I mean, there was a quote in the Vita out there where around the Vita where they were like, "Yeah, it just didn't catch on. We don't know why."
Yeah,
like, like,
wait, like the concept of backwards compatibility?
No, the Vita specifically.
Okay.
Like talking about the Vita, it's like I just didn't really get a lot of traction. I don't know.
Yeah,
like what?
Weird.
What do you mean you don't know? Look at the games you put out on the Vita. Look at how you supported it. Look at how expensive the memory cards were. Like, do you want to? Like, we could keep going with this list.
Yep.
The only video game I've ever played on my Vita is Nuclear Throne, so I don't have much to say about backwards compatibility there.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Jim Ryan had something to say, and what he said was this: "When we've dabbled with backwards compatibility, I can say it's one of those features that is much requested but not actually used much. That, and I was at a Gran Turismo event recently where they had PS1, PS2, PS3, and PS4 games, and the PS1 and the PS2 games, they looked ancient, like, why would anybody play this?"
That's just such a fucking boneheaded, dumb fucking thing to say
about your own product.
Yeah, about your own legacy.
Like, no matter how old it is.
Hey, these games
look like garbage.
These games that put us on the fucking map. These games that helped build us
These games that you
up.
have huge nostalgia for and sunk hundreds of hours into.
I agree that like polygonal gaming has not aged as well as like 2D art has.
Yeah.
Like, let's not be dumb, but.
He's not exactly staying on brand here.
And also, Gran Turismo is a franchise that they continue to make to this day.
Yeah.
But when you start to fucking envelop like the full libraries of some of those systems, there are a lot of great games that never got remade, that never got put forward, that, you know, that you go like, man, it'd be really great to have a good, easy way to play those games. It'd be really great if I could truly embrace the legacy of the PlayStation instead of straight up shitting on it in a way that sounds exactly like someone saying that Rumble is so last generation. Like this just looks like someone sat down and said like, well, that's become a key part of Microsoft's story. So, and it's hard for us to do with PS3 games because the cell processor is a nightmare. So,
but the thing is,
let's talk shit about it.
The thing is, Microsoft had the same problem and they solved it. You know, like it's I would
think that the cell would be a little trickier, but I guess I don't know for sure.
I mean,
but also like, you know, he's not wrong that it is not something that sees a ton of use. Kyle Orland just launched an exhaustive data story. Just like pulling all these Xbox Live accounts and looking at what they're playing and all this other stuff, like months and months of data. And, you know, it's not 100% representative of everything, but, you know, like it doesn't look like that there are Xbox accounts playing a lot of old games very often. At the same time, Black Ops 2 re-entered the NPD charts in April.
Wow.
Because it was made backwards compatible. So there are flashpoints like that where that stuff can and does matter. It's a weird thing, but like more like to be out there to like that is just an embarrassing thing for them to say. That really does just sound like them going like, well, this is not on our roadmap, so make sure you find a way to talk shit about it because the other guys are doing it, and we think it's it is literally it is literally this year's fucking Rumble is Rumble. Who cares about that? That's old shit. Like it is 100% that. Like
so you're saying in 18 months to 2 years they're totally going to do backwards compatibility?
As soon as they can figure it out in a way that doesn't cost them a ton of money, that they can do. Yeah, of course they would do it if they could. Like why wouldn't you? If it was easy to do, it would have been done already. But whatever. Just stupid. It'd be really great to be able to play PS1 and PS2 games more easily than it is right now.
I would love to just be able to throw a disc in there.
As someone who didn't own a PS1 or a PS2, I would love that.
And you know they're happy to try to sell you some of these PS2 games. Also, by the way, while they're going like, like buy Dark Cloud, but also don't put in the disc you already own. Like, gross.